afternoon, guys. So right now just got off of work and I'm gonna go cruise around for a little bit, make this vlog. And so actually what this vlog is gonna be about is work. What do I do for a living? I've got that question asked for me a lot, is what I do for work. And honestly, I don't do anything cool. I work at Walmart, honestly. Like, my job is pretty crappy, and I know that I should be thankful to have a job, which I am. But before I get any further into this, before I start complaining, talking crap, whatever, yada yada, I do want to say that I am currently I am looking for another job. So if you're in the East Valley of Arizona and you know of any place hiring, hit me up. But other than that, no. This is all seriousness aside, I guess. Like, this isn't me complaining because I'm just a pansy or whatever. This is me just having some serious issues with my place of work, which, like I said, is Walmart. So I guess I'll start with how long I've been there. I've been there for about 1.5 years on this current stretch, and then I worked at a previous Walmart after graduation a few years back for probably like 3 months. And what I do now is I work in the tire center, so I just sling tires, do oil changes, and like simple crap like batteries and just a bunch of nonsense. And it's not bad. Like, I don't mind the work, but my issue with the whole place is management and customers. Now, if you work retail, if you work fast food, if you have to deal with average people in general, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, because dealing with customers absolutely sucks. So thankfully I hardly have to do it that much because I'm a tech, so I just mess with their cars. I don't really have to deal with them all that much. But yeah, my main issue why my job sucks so badly is because management, store management. Not even my manager, like the guy that runs the shop. I'm really cool with him. He's a super good dude. Felipe, if you're watching this, what's up? But God, the motorcycle scared me. No, but it's upper management. It's the store manager. It's his little minions below him. They're just a bunch of jerks. They're just a bunch of people that have no lives, stayed at Walmart way too long, got high up positions, realized that they wasted half their life getting there and how miserable they are, so they make it miserable for the people under them. My other store, I started back in Wisconsin when I lived up there about 1 year ago. It wasn't 1 year ago that I lived there, but I started working there probably a little over 1 year ago at Watertown, Wisconsin Walmart. And that store, I didn't like it because it was Walmart, but I liked who I worked with, and management was cool with me. I wasn't too proud of where I worked or whatever, but it wasn't a bad gig. And then I moved out here, and I've been around a while with the store, so I know all of its policies. I know what you can and can't get away with, things you are and are not supposed to do. And so I use that to my advantage at this store, because this store likes to test people. The management likes to try and play with you, and I don't want to play their games. And so I stood up for myself from day one and put them in their place, and showed them where they were wrong. That was a bad one. And they've never liked me since that. So ever since I transferred to this store, they've pretty much been out to get me. And I do everything by the book that I'm supposed to. And I don't know. I do everything I'm supposed to, is pretty much it. But they always try and nitpick me. Like, for example, at one point, when I first started, I'm an opener, so I get there like butt crack of dawn in the morning. And it was shortly after I started. I was eating a Pop-Tart, walking around, turning on tire machines and opening the doors and crap, and one of upper management's minions drove around and saw me eating a Pop-Tart, and then they tried claiming that I was smoking in the shop. So if you know me personally, then you know that I don't smoke, like anything. So the fact that people were trying to claim that pissed me off. So I was yelling at the lady. I was like, no, like, you got me all wrong. They tried saying that they caught me on tape doing it because my hand was by my mouth, and obviously a Pop-Tart wrapper looks, I guess, like a cigarette when you have a camera that's made from 1876. So I was able to get through that, and management apologized because I had people vouch for me, which was cool because they didn't know me back then hardly at all. I was new to the store, so the fact that people stood up for me was tight. But then a few situations after that, my most recent one being store manager has an issue with where I park. And that being, I park in front of the shop not directly in front of it, but in the same side of the parking lot as the shop is on. So I can watch my car because I don't have an alarm. Only security I have as of right now is my quick release. I'll be having my me and James are going to be installing my kill switch here in a couple of days, but which will pretty much fix most of it. But just in general, like, I don't want nobody trying to like loosen my lug nuts or flatten my tires or something, because I live in like the Phoenix area and it's not exactly the safest of areas, and I drive a freaking Honda. Like, people like to mess with Hondas. So I just like to see my car so that way I can look at it because I like my car, and look at it because I want it to be safe. So he's been giving me a hard time at this store because of where I park. He's been jumping down my throat, jumping down my boss's throat, and all this stuff, when nowhere on paper, in the books, anywhere does it say I'm not supposed to park there, blah, blah, blah. So they're trying to get me written up and all this other junk for that. Walmart, I just absolutely hate you. And another main thing that's really been irking me about this place is I bust my butt. I don't make a lot of money, but I still bust my butt and I go above and beyond because that's just how I am. If I see other people slacking, whether I think it's right or wrong, I pick up their slack because I don't want to be the one that gets yelled at by, say, a customer because their car's taking a while or just what have you. So it really sucks that I'm the one that has to pick up the slack. I do all this work. I should whatever. Beat up Civic sedan, EF sedan. Absolutely floored, probably going about 60, but whatever. Back to what I was saying. So I do a lot of work. I can look up the numbers based off of the cars, what I've done, like my productivity numbers, and for example, I'll use November because we're in January now, so I'll use November as an example. I think I had like 258 vehicles that I had worked on and signed off on myself. So that means in November, based off of numbers, I was the #1 tech, like the most productive tech. I get a bunch of crap when I do the most work, and I'm the most underappreciated one. There's dudes that do no work, disappear out of the shop for an hour at a time, doing nothing, and then they get all the praise and they get off the hook with everything. They can talk to people how they want, they can do what they want, and they get away with it. And then there's me, who can't even fly by, take an extra 5 minutes on a break without everybody flipping their lid, and it's really obnoxious. Yeah, and while it's still fresh in my head, actually, another thing that I absolutely despise about my job, at least at this store, is the lack of tools. Like, if you work on anything, having the right tools to do the job is an absolute necessity, because if you don't have the right tools or have them near you, like on hand, then you can't do anything efficiently, quickly, or even properly. But yeah, that's another thing upper management won't do, is order us tools, or pretty much anything that we need. Like, we have all the vacuums in the shop are broken, and that really bothers me. It's like a pet peeve. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end the vlog right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a thumbs up and drop a comment below letting me know if you like the vlogs or not, and whether I should keep doing them. If you like the driving around, talking vlogs, because I can always find stuff to talk about. So let me know in the comments below. And until then, I think that's probably going to be it. Oh yeah, by the way, if any of you guys follow my skateboarding, Atomic 7's website just went live. Finally got redone and everything, so that you can buy art, you can buy boards and everything straight off the website, and it'll be much easier that way. So I'll have that in the description below. But other than that, you know how to get a hold of me. Instagram down below, and I will see you guys next time.